Oh my. This is no way to live. I got the seats back in. Daniel put the seats in last night at 8:30 and it's 4 in the morning. I can't sleep. I'm dreaming about my new setup. This is what we did last night. He finished a little after 9 o'clock. That's the 2-drawer pantry, the 6-drawer clothes, the 2 beautiful seats, and I've just piled everything from the back, that was hidden behind the platform and the curtain. I've piled it all up front here, and I'm going to move this 2-drawer unit to the back and face it out to the hatch. And maybe I'll have like a week's worth of food here in the front. I've got to go back to my storage and use some of those containers. So I'm going to get busy here. I will show you what I do and hope you'll join me. Linda here, Serene and Simple Life. 4 a.m. at Lowe's. Cannot sleep. When I've got a project to do, I can't just stare at it. So here I am making things difficult that could be simple. If I were outdoors and could take this out from the passenger seat door, but no, I'm doing this from all inside. The 2-drawer container, it would not open so that I could get the drawers out to put to the back. And so I had to empty the drawers that are right here on my front seat. Look, it's a passenger seat. All right, now you can literally join me. We're gonna keep maneuvering now. Well, obviously I have a little tidying to do here, but I'm either going to get a plastic bin, maybe empty one of my closed bins and put them in the longer, narrower bins. I'm not gonna buy a new bin. I thought about it, but I have 3 of those, I don't know, about 6-inch high, and they're about, 15, 20 inches long. I may put clothes in there and then I'll have a bin to tidy this stuff up. I may not have room for a bin, I'm not sure. And there's 3 containers right there that have product. So when I'm on the road part-time as a nomad, I'll still have product with me to fill orders if I'm gone for a week or 2, because I like to mail orders within 2 to 3 days max. Now here's the drawer unit. I'm either going to set it here on the platform here in the back because the seats are down. Seats are still in, but they're down. They're gonna stay down. And I'm gonna put the drawer unit there, or I'm gonna eliminate the drawer units altogether and use those Amazon basic bags when I get back to the storage. Because obviously I'm not gonna carry all seasons worth of clothing. So I'm thinking that this is overkill in here. That's what I'm thinking. I like that. And you know what? Even if I don't use this for clothes, I could use this for office and combination things. I could have some jackets in there or a couple pairs of shoes. This is one of those pieces that early on I, thought and took a lot of time with. I went to the Container Store and spent hours there buying stuff, taking stuff back, rebuying. I've done cool videos on my storages. I'll try to put those links in the description. The only thing I don't like is this seat doesn't sit flat. So if I could have some kind of countertop here, my propane stove would sit nicely here if this was just a tad flatter. So it needs to be raised up on this end just about. an inch. I'm gonna have to, really think about this, whether or not I want this container in here and whether or not I want this seat down or just put my Amazon Basic bags right on the seat. And the interesting thing about that is that in Serenity Sedan, my 2003 Acura that I started out in for 14 months, I had my Amazon Basic bags sitting behind my front seat, right on the seat. So I'm really coming full circle here. Here's the pantry, up close and personal, probably 3 weeks worth of food, could stretch it to 4. Somebody asked me, why do you carry so much food? It's because I shop less that way and I have more variety. That's the short answer. Now I'm gonna take this unit, put it back in that corner back there, and then I'll have to access it from the hatch. I mean, I could have it facing this way and this could be my pass-through, but then I'm still gonna have something in this area which might be that container that carries miscellaneous propane, maybe a water or two, miscellaneous, I don't know, extra TP, roll of paper towels, some of my mailing envelopes. I might have a container that sits right there. I've got a nice one, clear with a gray top. Obviously, I've not been able to sleep much tonight. There's the 2-drawer unit, all the way to the back. The tricky part, doing this inside. I could step outside, I don't know. There's already workers here. It's almost 5 o'clock. But these drawers, whether I'm gonna face this container in or face it out. I'm gonna face it out because this space right here will be very nice for the container, or I don't know. Part of me thinks it's a nice walk-through area and I could literally access this from inside. Ooh, I'm gonna have to think about that, see, because for 2 years I've accessed it from inside and I really, really like that. But again, it's like I'm moving. I'm moving from a tiny home to a mansion now. And I'm not gonna be traveling full-time. I'm not gonna be a full-time nomad at the moment. Life can change on a dime. But I'm planning on staying put part-time as a little reprieve. A retreat, a reprieve, and to regroup, and then back on the road. Obviously, I'm processing this with you as I go. All right, the drawers are back in, and I think at the moment I'm going to turn it around because, you know what? I keep forgetting. I am not going to be on the road full-time. So accessing this from the back, I'll probably put other stuff in here too. I'm not going to carry this much food. Half of this is going to go inside the cabin. So for now, the most sensible thing I believe is to turn it around. Solar behind the seat. I'm actually sitting on the folded down seat and I don't know, with a little cushion, it's pretty comfortable actually. I'm going to have one seat up, like ready to go passenger style, This seat is going to remain pretty empty, if not empty. I'm not sure. But this turned around just easily enough. No problem. It slid nicely to the back. And this is exactly where I used to have my Say It, Display It product. These were filled to the brim with product. And now I've got the 3 containers in the back there that I showed you earlier. Showing you product by product because once it's all in, it's going to be hard to see. Little propane bottle sitting handy there. 2 bottles of water. Love that. Never really had the best place for 4 things of water. The solar I decided to put upright next to the container. I like that, the black against the black. And I have my shower bag down here. I'm digging this more by the moment, the way this all fits. Here's the little tripod stool that I used to put my feet on. I've showed you, my walking stick. These things are all going to stay in here. I'm gonna literally be ready to go without having to pack up. This is gonna be like my second home on wheels, literally second home on wheels, ready to roll. I'm gonna leave the shower bag in here. I'll either put a container in here or not. I think I might, to square everything off. And here's just a little miscellaneous that I always kept with me, and this, and they were like jammed along the side over here when I had the platform in. And then I can either leave the blanket very nicely right there, and I have a black bag that has a couple jackets in it. I could set right there, or I can put the blanket on top of the container. So not sure, but I feel like I have a lot of space, and I have a seat now, and I'm very excited because I've only had like, I think Tammy's the only person that's ever ridden inside Happy Haven with me, and I had to move some things around. Now I'm not gonna have to do that. Check it out. These seats are like brand new. Daniel and his family kept this SUV so clean. I was almost embarrassed to go over there last night with the crumbs on the floor. So yes, thank you so much, Daniel. If you're watching this, you are a godsend. Beautiful servant heart. A new home, and I bought a new vehicle. It was like really divine intervention, God helping both of us at the same time. Anyways, that's also another video story about how I found the SUV. I'll try to put the link in the description, or you can go to the playlist. Did a little switcheroo here. There's my little pots and pans. This little black bag that was sitting on top of here is right now next to my shower bag where it should be. And oh my gosh, the curtain is up. Look how nice. Behind the seat, it sits so nice. My only dilemma is whether I leave this down or not. And if I put it back up, then I'm going to, you know, I'll just put stuff in these containers that I don't access on a daily basis, and I can put the seat up and down as need be if I don't want this look of one seat up and one seat down. I don't know, put in the comments, what do you like? And I know you all are dying to know where my potty is. Sitting right in here. The donut. You got to check it out. I'm an Amazon affiliate. I make a small commission, and I thank you. I have to say that. This folds into a potty, and in an emergency, it can go right there. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. And so last night I had the stove right here in the center on that collapsible little table. So I'll put that back and show you. And that's going to be the biggest dilemma now, is where to put the little propane stove. This is the table I'm talking about. I love this table. Again, you'll have to watch the video of the layout of the nook if you want to see where I had this. It was actually positioned vertically right here, and my propane stove sat on top of it. In the morning, I'd sit on the console, which is where I'm sitting now, and it was very convenient, and I would have the drawers back there for food and my clothing. But I just love this when I'm driving, that I have this seat here. I don't know, Andy might feel comfortable back here. Andy, you like that better? Or do you like being up front? I don't know. Okay, we'll talk to you later about it. Sorry to wake you. So this, with one little push down, this would almost sit flat. So I don't know with the stove on it if it will sit flat. I forgot to show you before I started to dismantle that I had the table right here in the center, and it's not sitting flat either. I have to put something underneath. We're going to work on that, and I'll show you it when it's all done. Ever heard the expression, God is in the details? Well, he certainly is. I do believe stove will sit right there, and the table will serve as this is just about sits pretty flat now, except for like maybe a 1/4 inch. And I use these sticky things to hold down, put it down on these little legs here. There's teeny weeny legs, and I'll put these little guys underneath. They come in circular and rectangular shapes, and I cut them to hold the stove in place. This is kind of cute here, maybe. A place for my coffee now. Doesn't mean I won't spill it. I am so excited by this new setup. I really like it. I just really like it. I like this console center here. I like having my basket with the coffee and tea and plates and bowls that I've shown you before that used to sit underneath the table that the stove is now on. My jackery down below. Handy dandy fan. Everything is just sits really nicely. It just feels really right. And gonna go back now to the storage and get a container and make a few tweaks, and I'll show you the finished product. I don't know how well you can see, but we are coming up on the house where I rented a room in Texas, and this is the room I moved out of. The room was on the back side of this house, and it looks about the same to me. I don't remember those lights. There you have it. Back side. And there's a pool back there. And that was where I said goodbye to rental life in someone else's home. I like this area. There's a park real close by. I like these. Some of these homes are like 50s, built in the 50s. So it was quaint for me. But this is where I made the decision to become a nomad. That I no longer wanted to rent a room in somebody else's house. I think I was paying like $6.50 a month. It was a huge room. And have no idea if this person that I rented from still lives here or not. Just driving back up. Just went to the dentist, oil change, got air in the tire. The spare tire, found out that the little light that went on was not a sensor, as I've been told at 3 or 4 places, but it was actually the spare. So just goes to show you can't go by the first couple people that tell you something. I'm headed back to storage now. I've done a lot of arranging in here, and it's been a nice full day so far with the oil change and the dentist. No problems. I'm good to go with the car and with my teeth. Awesome. One more thing. Shout out to Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. They actually put air in my spare for free. He had to climb underneath, and they gave me VIP card and $10 off. $20. How nice. And charged me nothing. Go Texas. Go Speedy Oil Change. Steve is the owner, and Cal helped me out as well. Awesome. I'm back. Second time in 2 days. You recognize this covered the platform, and then for some cushion I put this underneath when I didn't need it. So I'm going to take this with me as it is getting chillier at night, and I'm going to pack this up into the pod tomorrow. So I'm going to wash them, and then when I get to the tiny cabin, everything will be nice and clean. Using a 4-load washer for the blanket and the spread. It's supposed to be $4, but my card was charged $5. And I didn't check into it till I was gone. Laundry and lunch. Oh my gosh, I think it's like 3 o'clock. I haven't eaten today. I don't normally do that. But yeah, I had like a little bit of Chex Mix, like a handful, and that's it. So I got the shakes a little bit. Premium chicken salad. Avocado, one of my very favorite healthy snacks. Stopped at the Dollar Tree. I needed to get detergent for that blanket and bedspread, whatever, cover. And I bought these. I'm going to put a couple of these in Happy Haven and replace the old ones. They're supposed to be a mice deterrent. Gotta love that. And then I bought a $1 thing of tape. I think this will tape about 10 containers or so. And I've got to do that before I put them in the pod. So I'm gonna have lunch, check on the blankets, head over to storage, and then I will show you Happy Haven all put together. Back day. Here's the container I was talking about. I emptied some clothes, put them in those narrower containers. And what's in here is road pair. 1 pair of shoes, backup paper towel, one of these citronella candles, a little Lasco heater I've never used, backup propane, my blinky lights for outside the vehicle to deter you know what, and here's some batteries and cords in here. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these in here or not, because I want this to be more a container that I don't have to get into on a regular basis. And I am going to slide it back here and sleep on it, see whether or not I like it or not. Took the Road Pro out, put the 4-pack in there so I don't have to look at it. Put the fry pan that I use often, slid it right here. And then this is a random, not too often. And then this black bag has some miscellaneous that I don't use very often, some toiletries. Voila, the back. Product. Say it, display it, keepsake boxes. This is all product. Shower bag. Folding table. Decided to do something different with the stove. Gifts for the grand sweet peas that I picked up along the way. My lovely little office bag made by a couple sweet peas. Grand sweet peas. My nice clean blanket sitting on top of the black container. The 6-drawer clothing unit with 1 Amazon basic bag on top with my undies and socks. Solar. Pantry. 2 water. Around the bend. Nighttime sleeping. This is a little office box. Easily can remove all of this. I can just toss it to the back and now I have a seat. And over yonder, if you've seen those videos, over a year ago gave me this little plastic. She actually cut it for me. And I have a washcloth underneath this plastic right there to make this a little more level. And I've got the little stickies down there, so hopefully it'll stay in place. I love this of the Nook. And now how I've changed everything around, and I really love it. It feels homey, and I actually have 2 available seats. That the only thing on that seat is the stove, which that could easily be moved as well. So I'm stoked. There is the snack basket and the cooler, just like before. And this black bag, I am going to toss back here, and it has jackets in it. So there you have it. It's all completed for now to be a part-time nomad-er. Everything that I have in here will stay in here, except the office and the snack basket. And with that, I am ready to be done for today. Yes, The day has been wonderful, but it's been very, very busy, starting with a dentist appointment, oil change, air in a tire. Oh my gosh, what else? I went to the bank to check on some things, and then back to storage, and I don't know. I feel like there's been 3 or 4 things in between there. So there you have it, guys. Happy Haven, all ready to be a part-timer. These are the outside coverings for the clam. And if I'm knowing that I'm going to be gone for a week or 2 and I'm going to be putting up the clam, I'm not going to carry it right now inside Happy Haven. I am going to just put it in here horizontally last minute when I'm going out to be gone for a while. Like if I would go to Arizona and I know I was going to be on BLM land. Otherwise, I'm hoping to store some things underneath the cabin. I don't know how that's going to work with bugs and everything. But we will take this one day at a time. In your day, and joy in the journey. Please subscribe, click the bell, and watch the video that I put